Rainer Haseloff CDU-SPD Green TBD. The 2021 Saxony Anhalt state election was held in the 6th of June 2021 to elect the 8th Landtag of Saxony Anhalt. The outgoing government was coalition of the Christian Democratic Union, Social Democratic Party, and the Greens, led by Minister-President Rainer Haseloff. The CDU won an unexpectedly strong 37.1% of votes, an increase of 7.4 percentage points. The opposition Alternative for Germany finished on 20.8%, a decline of 3.4 percentage points. The left and SPD each suffered their worst ever results in the state, recording 11.0% and 8.2% respectively. The Free Democratic Party, which narrowly failed to re-enter the Landtag in 2016, won 6.4% of votes and 7 seats. The Greens finished on an unexpectedly low 5.9%, only a slight improvement from their previous result. The Landtag is elected for 5 years, with its term commencing when the new Landtag first meets. Election must take place between 58 and 62 months after the start of the legislative period. In November 2019, the state government announced that the election would take place on the 6th of June 2021. The Landtag is elected via mixed-member proportional representation. 41 members are elected in single-member constituencies via first-past-the-post voting. 42 members are then allocated using compensatory proportional representation. Voters have 2 votes: the first vote for candidates in single-member constituencies, and the second vote for party lists, which are used to fill the proportional seats. The minimum size of the Landtag is 83 members, but if overhang seats are present, proportional leveling seats will be added to ensure proportionality. An electoral threshold of 5% of valid votes is applied to the Landtag. Parties that fall below this threshold are ineligible to receive seats. In the previous election held on the 13th of March 2016, the CDU remained the largest party with 29.8% of votes cast, a decline of 2.7 percentage points. Alternative for Germany contested its first election in Saxony Anhalt, winning 24.3%. The left fell from second to third place with 16.3%, a decline of 7.4 points. The SPD lost half its vote share, falling to 10.6%. The Greens narrowly retained their seats with 5.2%. The CDU had led a coalition with the SPD since 2011. But this government lost its majority in the election. The CDU subsequently formed a coalition with the SPD and Greens. The table below lists parties which were represented in the 7th Landtag of Saxony Anhalt. On the 10th of July 2020, SPD parliamentary group leader Katja Paller was elected as the SPD's lead candidate for the election, defeating challenger Roger Stocker. In a vote by the party membership, Paller won 834 votes to Stocker's 652. On the 12th of July 2020, the Left Party executive nominated Deputy Landtag leader Eva von Enger as their lead candidate for the election. Some within the party disapproved of the executive nominating a preferred nominee ahead of time, and desired an open contest between candidates at the conference. The party's district associations in Jerichower Land, Saale-Kreis, and Magdeburg signed an open letter expressing their disappointment. Party chairman Stefan Gebhardt stated he took the criticism seriously, and that the executive's announcement was simply a suggestion. Enger was elected as lead candidate with 85.6% of votes at a party conference on the 30th of January 2021. On the 5th of September 2020, the Greens Party Congress elected Landtag group leader Cornelia Ludemann as their lead candidate for the election. On the 21st of September 2020, the CDU confirmed incumbent Minister-President Rainer Haseloff as its lead candidate. In prior months, State Party leader Holger Stallknecht had stated his desire to become top candidate if Haseloff chose not to seek another term as Minister-President. Stallknecht affirmed his support for Haseloff after the September announcement. The Free Democratic Party, which narrowly failed to enter the Landtag in 2016, elected Deputy Leader Lydia Huskins as its lead candidate on the 26th of September 2020. On the 20th of December 2020, AfD parliamentary group leader Oliver Kirchner was nominated as his party's lead candidate for the election. He ran unopposed, winning 361 of 416 votes at a party conference. The CDU's clear victory was not predicted by opinion polling, which suggested that the party was likely to win a plurality, but would not exceed 30% of the vote. Likewise, the AfD and Greens did more poorly than expected. Off the heels of poor results in the March state elections, the result was perceived as a success for the CDU nationally. However, commentators pointed to the personal popularity of Minister-President Hasselhoff, whom they noted had distanced himself from federal chairman Armin Laschet, endorsing rival Markus Söder during the contest for the Chancellor candidacy in April. The incumbent governing Kenya coalition, of the CDU, SPD, and Greens was returned with an increased majority of 56 seats. The CDU and SPD alone hold a majority of 49 seats. Other options include